Hey everyone, welcome to an episode of Vacation Rewatch. We watch things while we're on vacation. I'm Justin.
I'm Pablo.
I'm Moy, and I'm not on vacations.
Aw, man, why not Moy? So, today we're finishing up our last two episodes of Arrow, finishing up Arrow Season 1 of our rewatch, starting with episodes 22 of Arrow Season 1. It's about Malcolm finally coming back. He's coming back as the Hood, there to tie up some loose ends, and he can finally get his undertaking started. He's got the scientists from Unideck, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're making sure his earthquake machines can work. And to me, I kind of like this episode. I felt like it was just catching up everyone in the story, like Oliver and Diggle and Team Arrow and everybody on the undertaking. And I was like, we already know that. It's kind of lame to watch other people know that. Pablo, what do you think of this episode?
You know, I agree with you saying that it was pretty much just catch up, but one thing I did like, and I didn't like at the same time, why are Roy and Thea looking for Arrow? It's kind of explained, but not really in full length. But I liked how Roy is using his mind, his brain, and saying, you know what, Thea, you work with lawyers. How about you go down to the police station and see what evidence you can pick up
They've
for
only
us?
known each other for 4 hours. I mean, it's taken him a while to figure out she works there.
Well, he did it, and they got a clue. So, yay, Roy, for using your brain.
Yay, Roy.
But from there, Moy, what are some stuff that you enjoyed?
I like how Diggle dressed as the Arrow and just intimidated Oliver in front of her mom to get information. I thought that was really good.
That was a good scene.
How they just got the information out of her just like that. So, Justin, anything else you like?
I liked the Malcolm Merlin, what is it, Merlin Global scene. It was like very Ocean's 11. What do you think of it, Pablo?
I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed how Diggle thought on his feet and Felicity was getting caught, and he decided, you know what, we'll play up like she's one of Tommy's bimbos. And I thought that was genius.
That was great on the spot improv. Good on you, Diggle. Good on you. Speaking of Felicity, though, I don't like how she's able to hack into Merlin Global, and yet this globy IT cop guy is able to figure out who she is. Come on, Felicity. You're this great tracker, apparently, or hacker, and you can't figure this out? Am I wrong? You're the one who always complains about that.
You're not wrong. I wanted to bring that up as well. It just seems that she's limited. She can't break into Merlin Global, first of all. But in later seasons, she's got this power that's grown, but there's no reason for it to grow. You know?
Then for this IT guy, she leaves a trace, and he's able to find it back, and he's getting her name and everything. That was one thing I disliked. What about you, Moy? Anything else you disliked?
Yeah. Also, I disliked how Walter just leaves him just like that. I didn't like the way he played his getaway or his divorce.
Yeah.
He just left
Thea
alone, and
I think you guys are crazy. That makes perfect sense. Someone tried to kill you,
watch
and you're
Gone
gonna stay.
Girl. You do not leave a woman who tries to kill you or tries to frame you for murder.
But
watch
but
Gone Girl.
You went over that she has a conscience, so I think I'd leave her. I would leave.
Speaking of one fight, moving on to another between Walter and Moira. Now we're going to Malcolm and Oliver. That was a great fight scene. Great way to end the episode. And Malcolm finally finds out who Arrow is, and he's in shock, even though Pablo thinks he shouldn't be.
If you look back, and I need you guys to look back because I couldn't find it.
Yes, all of you viewers, look back.
I try looking back.
There's an episode where he overplays his hand. That's just what I think.
And that was Arrow episode 22 for season 1. Now moving on to the season finale, episode 23. Pablo, tell us what happens on this season finale of Arrow season 1.
Episode 23 is all about Malcolm moving up his undertaking. It's happening tonight.
Dun, dun,
it's
dun.
going down.
Finally.
Oliver
going down.
and his crew have to figure out how to stop this and how to save the city. We also figure out the conclusion of Oliver's first time on the island and what happened between him and
His
Fires.
first year, yeah.
The first thing I liked was Oliver escaping after his fight with Malcolm. He is tied up using a chain to a pole. And I really thought it was badass how he climbed it, used all his force. I think it was actually him doing the pull-ups.
I don't know, Pablo. Do your research.
Anyway, he just falls, drops, and then takes out at least 3 armed guys using just that chain. Totally badass.
Badass.
But that's just my like. Moy, likes, dislikes?
Well, Felicity being interrogated by Detective Lance, like, why? How did she get caught? Like, isn't she like a super hacker, or is she not a super hacker, but she is a super hacker, but she just doesn't want to admit it? So that I don't like.
I like the guy who brought that up about the last episode. He was smart.
So that was my negative. Pablo, what is yours?
You know, I didn't really have too many negatives. If I had to pick one, I would say Thea. Just
Your life
her
is a negative.
going with Thea just because I love Roy. I gotta leave. Even as her mom is getting arrested. Come on, really?
That's a negative, yeah.
But going on to the positive, one thing I really liked was we finally saw in the flashbacks how Oliver shoots his first arrow, takes down fires,
You always remember your
has Shadow,
first time, folks.
has Shadow captured, and then he gives that badass line, "Are you willing to sacrifice your life on this island to save this girl?" Shoots the arrow. I guess so.
Dun dun dun. Credits. Oh wait, but no.
There's
no,
more.
we're not
Oh
done.
my
We see that same bow used after Malcolm broke Arrow's bow. He uses Yao Fei's original bow now. I thought that was pretty cool, and
That was pretty cool.
it shows continuity.
Continuity.
Not the way I say it. So why do you think I strained to spread it out as long as possible? But that's just what I thought. Justin, why don't you wrap up episode 23 for us? What are some
Because-
likes that you enjoyed?
I like that Oliver was able to use that bow that he had from Yao Fei in the fight against Malcolm. That fight was awesome. And I like how at the beginning, Malcolm told him, like, are you willing to... The one thing I can do is that... Or what was it? It was something like, the reason why I can defeat you is because I know what I'm willing to do to get what I want. Do you? And then when they're fighting, he brought up Thea and he brought up his mom. And he said... And he stabs himself. And it's stabbing himself, stabs Malcolm. And he says... It was bringing up their names that reminded me of what I'm fighting for. And that's what I'm willing to do to protect them. That was badass.
I agree. I agree with you.
Pablo, Mr. Badass, nothing?
I mean, you completely butchered the line, but
Shut up, it got there. And then leads us to that ending where all the feels were had. Laurel's buildings falling down for some reason. The only building on the street getting destroyed. Tommy's in there saving a little girl, right? Or something like that.
he's saving Laurel.
Saves Laurel. I think there's a little girl in there. He saves Laurel. Laurel's like, wait, I have to go back for Tommy. The building collapses even more. And Oliver and Tommy have their last conversation together, I guess.
Last words.
Their last
together.
words. All the feels. Am I right, guys?
I cried.
Oliver lies.
I cried.
Tommy asks him, "Did you kill my father?"
He says no.
Yeah, Malcolm was pretty dead at the end.
He's not. He's alive.
But he's dead. You saw him. He's like,
Exactly. Thanks, boy. He's dead, Justin.
Oh, man. I need to watch this episode again.
I think he gets saved by the League of Shadows.
Oh, yeah, that's
I
true.
think eventually.
So
not.
he didn't die.
Well, I mean, he's dead.
So Oliver wasn't wrong.
He's dead. No, he's dead. In fact,
show him a picture. I'm kidding.
So what's going to happen when Tommy gets to heaven and Malcolm's not there? Yeah, like Malcolm's going to heaven. That's been Arrow Season 1, Vacation Rewatch. Did you guys think it was worth it to rewatch this? I had some fun.
I enjoyed a lot of episodes.
Except that last time when I just left and that last
I'm
episode.
surprised you were still here, Moy.
I know, right?
But like a professional, Moy is here.
Yep. They
Like
dragged
a-
me in. They butchered me. They abused me.
We butchered you? How are you still
Yes.
standing?
I have no legs.
All right, bro. Let us know what you thought. Where did Moy's legs disappear to? Let us know in the comments down below. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Screenophiles. We will start posting once the episodes return.
And you get little tidbits of behind the scenes stuff of what we do when the cameras aren't.
Probably this leg thing is going to be there.
Probably. Then would it make sense for me
I think
to
they're over there.
have Pablo's ending be in there since he kind of just mentioned it in his closing? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And definitely, if you subscribe, you'll be right here at the right place when DC shows come back in October. Right here watching us for some reason.
Yes.
For Vacation Rewatch, I'm Justin.
I'm Pablo.
And no more. And where are my legs? Where'd you put them?
Hashtag where are Moy's legs?
Hashtag where are my legs?
Sure. You've been rewatched.